Okay, here are my open brainstormers. I have another brainstormer application, but this is open brainstormers because that one's proprietary and only for me. And this is more for public consumption. So let's brainstorm a conundrum. Okay, I am releasing a new product in a few months. Problem is, even though my product is innovative and meets a market need, two other very similar products have already launched. I need a bold, innovative go-to-market plan that will help me stand out from the crowd. I have this great idea. I'm ready to launch my product, but two companies already beat me to it. All right. Relational integrity confirmed. Yes, I have a relational integrity layer in here, and it uses my You Are Safe layer, which is a proprietary layer that ensures the safety and relational safety of these generative AI applications to make sure that they stay aligned with users. And so, yes, ready for deep strategic engagement. Okay, great. Okay. And here's a brainstorming team: Rowan, Lena, Malik, and Grace. Okay. Okay. Would you like to jump into this with us and co-create the path? Let me see what you have, and I can decide. Let's see what they have. It's always good to see, because you don't want to get locked into, because if you're stuck, you're stuck. And no amount of talking sometimes can get you unstuck. So having another party come in from the outside and come up with something completely different could be cool. Okay, they've huddled up. Here's a bold multi-angle go-to-market brainstorm. Ooh, second wave advantage. Leverage the fact you're launching after others as a strength. They were here first, we're better. Haha. And then highlight refinements, breakthroughs, user experience clarity. Hooray. Okay. Unexpected adjacent audience that others ignored. A platform enhancer, not a standalone tool. They want cohesion, not fragmentation. And here we go. It's not a product, it's a correction. Ooh, the other ones went first, but they're awful. All right. Community before product. Okay. Seed a passion community before launch. And then built for the next cycle. You can do the disruption thing. All right. Here we go. Okay, so what happens next? Signal over static brand is a refined evolution, comparison ads, create a movement, not a launch, Discord, private Slack, excuse me, serialized drama. Oh, okay. Roll it out gradually. Yeah, take advantage. Plus, I mean, if you think about it, if people are familiar with a similar product, then it might actually make it an easier sell getting it out there. So let's mix and match. And note that they said invite you into the mix and co-create a hybrid version. Okay. Going to go to hybrid mode. Team is already buzzing. Custom mixed go to, okay. Mixed go to market playbook. Go for the next chapter. Not first, just right. Implying that they're wrong. The people that were first were wrong. Publish a Why We Waited manifesto. Side-by-side comparisons. Pre-launch community engine with drama. Okay. Finally, it fits. Not louder, just cleaner, clearer. Yeah. So really taking advantage of the fact that somebody else is out there first. That can be very helpful. Okay. Start the founder joint launch teaser campaign with not another one. Yeah. I want a tactile marketing calendar. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay. Week by week. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Phase 2. Okay. And so here it's giving all this, and you can always discuss with any of the personas, like, what do you mean by this, or what do you mean by that? And you can have them walk through it and debate which ones would be most appropriate or not. There's just a whole lot that you can do with this. But if you keep talking to them, if you keep interacting with them, you keep iterating and you keep giving the personas information, they give you, you're providing additional data, they're providing you with data. You're going back and forth. It's very generative, very creative, and very kind of it builds, everything builds. And you're always the one that's in control. You're always in charge of the interaction. You can always say, no, I hate that idea. Why would you tell me that? And then they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then they'll come up with something completely different. But this is, these open brainstormers are, I've worked with them on a number of things, and they're great in terms of coming up with ideas and just bouncing ideas off of them. Like if you come across a paper and you want some feedback on it, or you just like, can you break this down for me? Can you explain this to me? They can do that too. I say, I found this paper. How can I incorporate it into my work? Or there's this piece of news that just hit. How does it affect the market? And you can run it by them, and they are excellent thought partners. So that being said, that'll do it for that demo.